All right, let's do one more. It's a long one.
Okay.
Viva Reverie asks, I have a query. Long story short,
No, we're only accepting questions.
yeah,
No queries.
Excuse
I'm
me.
gonna machine gun through this. It's a long one, but I think it's a cool one.
Let's hear it.
Long story short, I'm currently putting together a comprehensive guide to Neil's extensive music library, and with it, I've discovered the song Scattered Brain, uploaded onto the Neil Cicierega Music YouTube channel. I really enjoyed it, but I also wondered where it came from, as I couldn't find the song on any of Neil's websites or albums, despite the fact that I believe Neil didn't own his channel back when it was posted in 2009. After looking around, I soon discovered that the track had been repurposed into the Witch song, sung by Ryan, in the series No Place Like Home.
Yes.
That of which I'd also only discovered and really enjoyed. I missed a word there. That series was posted in 2007, but the Scatterbrain song was uploaded in 2009. For those of you, you can tune out of the video podcast. This is like halfway through the question. So basically, this is a two-part question. I'm curious about the song, where Scatterbrain came from, and which came first between Scatterbrain or the Witch song.
As I remember it, Scatterbrain was just like a regular Lemon Demon song that I was working on. And I think maybe I posted it like on a forum somewhere, like for critique. And
Yeah, you showed me Scatterbrain when we the very first day we talked about No Place Like Home.
And then
you showed me, here's a song I'm working on.
Yeah, and I kind of got nowhere with it. And then we were making that movie, and I repurposed it into the Witch song, and I had you sing it, and it made it into the movie. And it's basically, the same melody, just re-recorded. And then I think a couple years later, I probably posted Scatterbrained on the Lemon Demon forums, and just for the fans. And one of them just put it on the Neil Cicierega music channel that I own now. So that's where that song comes from. It's just the earlier version that got repurposed. And what's part two?
Second part of the question is, I wanted to hear your thoughts on No Place Like Home. It was over a decade ago now, but it was really elaborate and creative. With full costumes and makeup, musical numbers, creative cinematography, animation, and special effects. Do you have any fond memories? So it keeps going on, but Viva wants to know, we made this movie, a feature film Ryan put together, called No Place Like Home back in 2007, which is 11 years ago now.
It's still on my channel, but it's split into 5 parts because
you had to do that back then.
Yeah, you had to do that. It's like 40 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. 2007 was a prolific year.
I remember it wasn't really competitive, but we all had. You had Fighting Freedom Fighters, or no? You had Hip Hop Cherry Pop was being worked on. We were working on that. Our friend Jules was doing a longer form short film horror movie, Dreamhouse, and
starring Kevin.
We were basically
Kate Noyes, yeah.
Kate Noyes,
and we were basically all making these leading up to Flim Fest, which you were putting on at the end of the summer.
Yeah, every summer we had this movie festival down on the South Shore in Kingston and Pembroke called Flim Fest.
And you and Joe Botch plays Dexter Flax.
Yeah, and basically it became it was every 8 months or so. It would always happen in August. Sometimes we'd have them in Halloween as well. Mm-hmm. But everyone started realizing I have a guaranteed audience every August. I want to make movies for this. It was a really nice shot in the arm to motivate you to make movies. In 2007 was when it really all came to a head, because we all made these
we all got better cameras and
yeah, and we were all scratching each other's backs, driving each other around, building props and stuff. And No Place Like Home definitely was the most elaborate one in terms of unique sets and costumes and stuff. And I remember you had the original idea was that it was a Wizard of Oz spin.
Yep.
And you wanted it to be every character was like a metaphor for a musician we love. Bowie
Bingo.
was the witch, right?
Yep, Bowie's the witch. Tom Waits is the Dorothy. Bruce Springsteen would have been the Tin Man, Kevin. The Scarecrow would have either been a Neil Young or a Tom Petty type, but was a Scarecrow. And the Lion, I don't think we ever actually got straight up a music, because that stuck. Was that it was going to be Meatloaf. That we thought, Jules is really into anime. He has strong anime. He loves the kaiju films. He loves Godzilla, Rodan, Gamera. He loves Japanese cinema, obscure animes I've never heard of. A huge wall just of obscure anime that I'm sure it's called Crunchyroll, right? Is that the anime? Seriously, is that the name of the?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, it's just a mishmash of stuff we liked.
We in a lot of ways it was throw concepts at the wall and see what sticks. Yeah. Now, I wanted the songs. I wanted there to be fun songs to tie in, because I also thought to myself, if this is going to be a bigger project where everybody gets to bring their own thing to the table, it's a 40+ minute. I'd made a bigger form movie a few summers before, but 2005 was Pipe Dream, and it feels long. It was just under an hour. That was back when we were impressing people just to be able to make a production that long.
There was definitely a silent contest of who could make the longest movie.
Yes.
Because we all gotten decent enough at pacing that we knew that if like I made an hour-long movie, it would be an hour of entertaining things. Or it wouldn't be an hour of sitting in one room. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And I think No Place Like Home does a really good job at. I mean, at the time, like we were like production value. We're hanging out these train tracks, and now we're in the woods, and now there's
Even having a car. Period. Being able to go from set to set.
Yes.
we have two girls
production
in this
value.
movie.
Yeah, that really was
Yeah.
a talk. Getting any girl at all, or showing up as teenagers, or
You
in
know
our
what?
early
It was a big
20s.
deal. A bar let us film in
Exactly. We
just
went
walked
to
in
a
and
business
out.
and said, we will help promote your business for people who back in 2007 were not internet savvy enough to. By the way, I don't feel bad. This is neither slander nor libel. That place went out of business.
We went back
We
there
didn't
for
help
New
them.
Kids on the Rock, the
We
second
did.
episode.
And they let us come in because they really did like how the production came out. But going to an actual business and having them say yes.
You have, this might be too extemporaneous. Maybe we should record a commentary track for it. It'd be fun.
We did. There's a DVD.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, we can
Oh.
watch it after this if you want.
Yeah. But it's not available on the internet, is it? Like
It shouldn't be. I don't know.
Yeah. But no,
No, do one for our patrons. Yeah, 11 years. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think some things about the movie hold up, others don't. There's one gay slur in it.
Yeah.
I don't
Which
like
it's
to draw
there.
attention to that. It's there. It's at the
clearly
time it wasn't.
it's
not
played up to
earnest.
be. It's played up to be crass and like
It's crass. Like the Munchkins.
They're the bad
is-
guys.
Yeah, the Munchkins are the bad guys. But it's like, oh god, why did we do that?
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's pretty funny. And what the comment got to was that it's very creative. There's little animations and there's black and white segments and there's musical segments and it feels very homemade. And that's what I really like about it.
Do you feel like that stuff's still happening? Because I remember, we did our stuff and we kind of pulled away from doing longer form videos for a while, like that long. Computer Writers was one of those things that like we kind of realized a certain amount of effort per minute of a script was necessary for anything. So a 20-minute movie took a lot of effort in 2015 versus a hour-long movie in 2007 for us.
It actually, yeah, absolutely.
So we kind of pulled away from doing longer stuff. I think if we ever did a feature film, we would have to raise money. We'd have to like get.
It would have to kind of
Thank
be
you
a
all
proper
again.
production.
It would have to be a proper thing because we want to look like Year of the Snake or Mr. Basement. So I'm getting away from that. More what I'm universally getting at is, in the land of YouTube, there used to be more of the. There used to be a couple of these like feature films that prolific YouTubers made, like what's his name, Doug Walker and his brother and all those folks made To Boldly Flee and all that stuff, like 3-hour movies. And
Yeah, why isn't that happening anymore? I think that's why.
well, James Rolfe raised a lot of money to make his Angry Video Game Nerd movie, and apparently it's like a real movie. It was like on Netflix or something. I think like I have Blu-rays for it at my apartment. We've talked a lot about what YouTube meant when it first launched to people who wanted to get into filmmaking, and for us, it was like, man, anything we make, people are going to see. And there's an
Part of
audience-
YouTube's appeal was that like, hey, it's just like people like you cobbling together. It was like Be Kind, Rewind, basically.
didn't need movie theaters to get people to see our stuff. I mean, we
Exactly.
prefer a movie theater.
When we were the summer of 2007, when we put together Hip Hop Cherry Pop, Dreamhouse, and No Place Like Home, the biggest videos on YouTube were that comedian who did the shoes video.
Yeah.
That was the appeal. What one guy at one point had a slider and a crane shot, and seriously, like maybe a dozen extras, which is still not hard to get together. And it was shot at a lower fidelity than the phone I'm holding in my hand right now. Period. That was the highest production value YouTube had.
There have absolutely been times when it's late at night and I can't fall asleep for whatever reason, and I'm looking up at the ceiling listening to some music, and I just start to romanticize, like, man, wouldn't it be fun to make another like 45-minute like goof off movie like that, like, because we still make really silly stuff, but I think the last big feature movie from that era for us was Fighting Freedom Fighters. Right?
Which for
no,
us,
it was
earlier.
Hip Hop Cherry Pop.
Yeah.
2007 was the end. 2008 we were supposed to make Visiting, and we got like 80% done with it. and we never
We got
to
really
finish it.
far into, and yeah, Neil,
I
you were
guess
involved in the production too, right? Of Visiting.
Yeah, he was in it. He had a cameo with Ethan.
Oh yeah, but I didn't know anything about it other than that.
Yeah, that was going to be like the last
I'm
one.
still really curious. Like I still think about it. I was like, man, there's like a lost movie in there.
There is a
somewhere.
lot. There's a
There
few
is.
reasons it didn't get finished. It was upsetting that it never got finished.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been nice to have that out and done. Computer Fighters was sort of us returning to that for one last turn at bat. Like, here's the last like homemade movie.
It's
Yeah.
what we wish we
Yeah.
could have made in 2007 with unlimited production of like, no, this is the fidelity of, this is the kind of concept we'd want.
We would have made
idea
it. It
of-
would have been twice as long too.
Yes, like
I
the idea
wanted
of
it
like
to be.
actually
Yeah.
doing Nick Arcade level stuff. Like,
I wanted
we
a
can't
feature-
possibly do that.
I thought for a while, and I've talked about this before, Computer Fighters, let's make a feature-length movie. We could raise $25,000 and make it. That would have been awesome, I think.
And we didn't want the joke to be the green screen was funny because it's bad. No, we just want to be good green screen. That's
yeah,
not
we,
the joke.
we had to walk that line between, it's like well composited but stupid looking. Like Vatican City looks competent. Like, oh, this is good looking. Oh, look how big gunfoot is. Like, that's what we wanted the joke to be, not to be like jagged edges and like bad transparencies and stuff.
Yeah.
But does that cover the question that Viva has here, which is any fond memories or unfond memories? Obviously, I had that suit that I put.
It's hot.
I did well to not bitch about wearing this. I had this cardboard box and like tubes from
Dryer tubes.
Yep. and stuff. And
It
I
was the summer.
yeah, and it was very uncomfortable for a few days. I never really complained, but then by like the fourth or fifth day, I just cracked. I'm like, I don't want to be in this damn thing anymore.
I remember the hottest day being we filmed in the woods behind the Stop and Shop in Kingston, Massachusetts.
That was the big Jules scene.
Yep, Jules emerges from the woods. We have two other people. I want to say the other Josh McCann, and I don't know if Julie Becker was also the ghoul that day, but they were. Yeah, Julie Becker and Josh McCann are
Putting
the
Julie
two
in like
ghouls.
masks and stuff.
We do, don't we? They're the two ghouls at the big Civil War fort in Hull. But at that day, we had everybody gather together. It took a little bit of effort to for people to figure out where exactly to park and how to get to the place I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a thick, hot day. We were sweating in the shade. It was a rough day.
Yeah.
I still remember how hot it was that one day.
Oh, and we had like fake blood and stuff
Yeah.
in that scene. Yeah.
I remember getting really mad at Pat Ryan one day. He played the Dorothy
Tom Waits.
Protagonist.
Tom
Yes,
Waits,
if you-
the protagonist man of the movie. And I remember one day I had to do like 2 shots and I was done in the suit, but he kept trying to impress some girl that was there. Might have been his girlfriend at the time. Do you remember this?
No.
It's such a
listening.
problem to have when you're like 18.
Yeah.
Where you're like, I just want to get out of this dumb cardboard robot suit, but he keeps talking to this cute girl instead of letting us film. Like he kept prioritizing filming his stuff with her, and it was just. It was funny 18-year-old movie making politics.
Yes.
I'm sorry if she's listening because she's not. I can't for the life of me remember the name of the actress who played Glenda the Good Witch. I'm sorry.
Probably an
but
IMDb for some reason. God, IMDb. What a
No, yeah, we had like a bunch of like our friends from Marshfield were in that. We were filming. Jake is in it too. Well, he does a lot of. He split
Jake,
the music with me.
Julie, us three. Before you met Ming, is Emmy in it at all?
I'm
Max
trying
is
to
in it?
remember. Emmy did some of the
Emmy's one of the
animations.
Munchkins, I believe. Emmy
Oh, yeah.
and Grace. Oh my
We
God,
should
what's
just-
her name?
We should just cut this out and make it its own
Yeah,
thing.
maybe.
Like,
Yeah.
Max Pacheco only has a little bit as the Munchkin. That is,
So it's an early Max role.
yeah.
I remember being very impressed with you doing that selective color effect with the shoes being just the only right
yeah,
thing. I was
the,
like jealous that you did that before I got to do it.
The Schindler's List effect.
I mean, anything
Well,
else?
Viva, great question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm trying to-
Yeah, it's a curious movie.
I remember being bummed out that I didn't get to do a real song because the joke was I didn't have a real song.
Yeah.
And I'm criminally unfunny in that scene. I tried, but I didn't know what to do.
The costume's funny.
But then you made up for it later when you let me do the Computer Fighter rap.
Yes.
Yeah, like I finally got to
was
get
the
a
karma
song.
there.
Like, yeah, and I get to do the big rap song. That was fun. Yeah, 11 years. Maybe my friend Dane Volke, who does the VHS Bandits podcast, great show. Bunch of guys with like heavy Worcester accents reviewing old VHS movies. They just did UHF.
Cool.
He recently decided to get a VHS-C camera and make a homemade movie with his friends, applying their modern movie making techniques. But only using technology available to them when they were in grade school. So all the editing is done in camera. They get a boombox, they put it close to the camera and play music.
See, that's what I'm thinking. If we were going to do something like that, we wouldn't go that far, I think. But maybe, yeah, just using old camcorders or something, and or even just trying to turn off the part of our brains that wants to do it better.
I would probably say the smartest way to make a movie like that now for us three would have me just not star in it and shoot it handheld with like a shoulder mount and lavalier microphones and just running gun. Mm-hmm. You know, but
yeah, like as long
that would be so for us though. I don't think that would light up anyone's attention on the internet. Yeah, bunch of 30-year-old guys running around.
Depends on the script. I'll say that.
Yeah.